Alright guys, welcome to another Tabletop Party Miniatures video. So this is gonna be, this is the last League update. So I played my last game, League game, on Saturday. It was super fun. I played against Slanesh, the Immortal Army, Slanesh Army, I guess it, Mortals and Demons, right? The Hedonites of Slanesh is what it was called. And I brought my big boys. One, I love them, and I've been playing with them pretty much the whole league. The first game I played, I brought Ogre Maw tribes, because I love them too. But after that, I played the other 3 games. I played all of them with my my ogres, or excuse me, with my Sons of Behemoth. And I just wanted to finish it out with that as well. But it was also very handy because we played focal points. This is in the General's Handbook 2020, where there's 5 objectives. If you hold the 2 objectives on the one side, you get 3 points. 2 objectives on the other side, you get 3 points. The objective in the middle, you get 2 points, and then 1 for any other combinations of others. And then you also get 1 for holding an objective with a monster, which, like I said. So, anyway, so we played, I just realized I played against Hedonites of Slanesh. Let me see if I can pull up his list. I would have been under this one. So he played a great guy named Jesse Fox. Alright, so this is what he brought. What are you doing? So Hedonites of Slanesh, he brought Shalaxi Hellbane. He brought the Gluttus Orskalion. He brought a Lord of Pain and a Keeper of Secrets. It doesn't look like it showed me what they had. For his battle line, he had a unit of 11 Bliss Barb Archers. Obviously, one of them's the adding of bonuses. And then 2 Symbarish Twin Soul unit. Why are you doing that? Twin Soul units. So 2 of these, 5 mans. And then he also brought some Sickle Blade Seekers. And he brought the Prismatic Palisade, as well as... Oh, he brought like the Mirror. Is that also an endless spell? I wonder. I don't know. Because he had that as well. Yeah, so he had 2 monsters, or scaling, 4 leaders, 2 small infantry, which those guys actually hit hard. So anyway, I knew he was fast, especially his demons. I knew his demons were fast. And so what I decided on doing, I outdropped him. And I brought, for Sons of Behemoth, I brought my War Stomper. This is the first time. So real quick, I finished painting up our last 3. So this is the unit leader. He's all customized. So this is a customized stone club. This is obviously a customized flail, right? The flails come like this. So I snipped off the rock and added the guy in the cage. And as you can see, I painted them all with some darker skin. Because the range of skin is from pale to probably like a farmer's tan. But I wanted some darker skin guys, so I painted these guys, dark chocolate and like milk chocolate. Anyway, so he's the unit leader. He's actually really cool. He's got a lot of different stuff. So he's got crows and a vulture hanging on top of him. He's got a crow here, and a vulture here. He has different pants. All of them have brown pants, but I didn't want him to have brown pants with his dark skin, so I gave him like the sailcloth. Anyway, and then all of their patches are purple, so I know that that's the unit. Plus, they got the red turtle shells. So they all turned out really well. These are his lighter skinned underlings, right here. Super happy with how they turned out. Anyway, so this was the first time I was able to bring 9 Man Crusher Gargants. So I brought 3 units of 3 Man Crusher Gargants and a War Stomper. Unfortunately, he had like a spell that shuts down my command, like him being able to give command abilities, which is insane because he put it on him, and I spent like 2 full rounds of not being able to do command points, 3 rounds without being able to do command points. Anyway, so I out deployed him. I actually did back. I kept it so he would, if he ran up 14 inches, he'd need a 10-inch charge. So he was like 24 inches away. Knowing that if he moved up, you know what I'm saying, I'm 24 inches away. If he moves up an average of 6 inches, which is what everyone moves, that's 18 inches away. I guess I was 20. I was like 25 or 26, depending, because terrain also blocked things as well. But anyway, I knew if he moved up, then I could move and run, and I could still charge, and I'd need 4, 5s and 6s type things for charging. So that's what he did. He moved everything up a little bit. He took the middle objective and his 2 back objectives, and he had 2 the middle objective and one objective with monsters. So he scored 6 points in his first turn. My first turn, so I did what I always do, right? We run, we run. I had some guys throw some rocks. We charged in. I got 2 of my 4 charges. So he had Shalexi, whatever, and a unit of 5 guys in the middle. He had his Bliss Barb archers over here, and then to my right, his far left flank, he had a normal Keeper of Secrets and the other 5-man, and then to his right, my left, he had Gluttonous or Scolion or whatever, and the Pain guy, and then the 5 Slick Seeker riders. So you moved them all up, basically, boom. And then I had 5 guys run up to the Seekers, 5 guys run up to the middle, and 5 guys run up to over on my right hand side up to his 5-man and his normal Keeper of Secrets. And I used the command point to reroll all my charges. So the right one got in, the left one got in, the middle one failed both charges, and my War Stomper also failed the charge, which turned out to be actually very crucial, because if I had gotten the charges, it would have been an even worse route on my part. So we go in, we do mortal wounds. I kill the Seekers off. I actually end up killing like 3 guys, 3 of his heavy infantry, and I went with my pilot. I actually piled in to get closer to his Seeker because I wanted to fight the Seeker. So I threw in all my attacks at the Seeker, almost killed them. This is really, like, the build that I bring is really not good against MSU units and against monsters, which is really unfortunate. I probably won't be playing it as often. I'll probably be bringing my Mega Gargants, at least when I'm playing like in competitive lists, just because these guys, I mean, they get a ton of attacks, right? Like 30 attacks unwounded, but I just wasn't doing enough. You just don't hurt enough. But anyway, so I do some attacks into the Bliss Barb archers. At which point, because when I piled in, I'm like, touching all of them. I'm touching the Bliss Barb Archers. I'm touching the Secret Keeper of Secrets, and then the little 5-man unit that's like 2 guys now. And I spread out my attacks. I end up not killing anything, which is stupid. Obviously you want to kill whole units, but I really wanted to get that Seeker down, or Keeper down. But like I said, failing this charge was really bad. On his turn 2, and here's the other thing too, like I never won priority, so he was always going first. So on his turn 2, he made it so I couldn't use command abilities. His 5-man units went from the 5-up ward now to the rerolling hits. Excuse me. And at the end of my turn 1, in the end, guys, I won on points. It was like 42. It ended up being like 40 or 42 to 20 something, 24. I beat him by more than 10 points. And it was because of all the monsters, right? So at the end of my turn 1, I had both of the objectives on my right hand, his left, the middle objective, and the objective down on the back, on my back left. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 3 for the right hand side because I had them both. So it's 7 plus 1 because I had one of holding an objective with a monster. So that's 8. I got 8 points, and let me just tell you. So it was like it went his 6 to my 8, his 0 to my 11, his 6 to my 11. And then, it was bad, like I said. And then at that point, like I had very little left. So, anyway, his turn 2, he ended up casting spells. He cast the wall that slows me. He cast the wall, and then he also cast a spell that halved my movement and my charges, which makes life incredibly difficult for me. And then he charged in his. He charged in his 5-man MSU unit in the middle, but he forgot to move Shalaxi Hellbane, and then he failed the charge to charge in with her, which was the only thing actually that really saved me. But even then, it didn't, because that unit does like 2 damage. Their attacks do 2 damage, and he got rerolls, and the 6s explode, and he actually ended up doing like 28. He rolled in like insanely well. He ended up doing 28 damage. I went from a unit that had 3 wounds on it to a guy with 4 wounds left. It was like something ridiculous. Like boom, boom, boom. Which, like I said, really, really hurt. He ended up charging his big fatty into my unit on the left, which I then piled in and was able to take away his objective from him, and that's why he scored on the second turn. He scored nothing, was because I was able to pile in and around his fatty and get guys, and my guys count as 10, and so his guys count as 1 and 2.0, and so yeah. So like I said, so his turn 2, he ended up scoring nothing. He destroyed this middle unit, was chipping away on this unit. He killed one of the man crushers, killed the unit of a model of man crusher Gargant on my left hand side. My turn 2, I tried to move and then charge, and I couldn't get the charge because you have your charge rolls, and I rolled a 5 or something like that, and it was like I needed a 6 or more to get it in anyway, and I can't issue him normal command points, right? So that is one of the big things, is not being able to issue him the War Stomper command abilities, which really hurts him. Anyway, so can I kill his Keeper's Secrets, kill off the last guy. He's got his Bliss Barb Archers left. Again, I at that point, I do like hardly any wounds into Orskalion. That guy, for the points, he's so good. With all of his spells, his abilities, he gets these other, more and more abilities the later into the game he lasts. He is an amazing model. And he hits actually quite hard for a guy, for what he does, all the other stuff that he does. So he's just chipping away, him and the Lord of Pain, killing my Man Crusher Gargant. Man Crusher Gargant's on my left hand side. But at the end of turn 2, I still hold all of the objectives on the table. And so I get 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, another 11. Turn 3, he gets it again. This time he summons a Keeper of Secrets, charges in Shalaxi Hellbane, doesn't get the charge with the other Keeper of Secrets. Falls back with his archers, shoots more of my guys. No, actually, he doesn't charge in. Yeah, he does. He charges in with Shalaxi. No, he didn't. Yeah, he did. That was his turn 3. So his turn 3, he charges in because he gets to attack twice. The Keeper of Secrets has that ability, for a command point that lets you fight twice with a unit. So anyway, he piles in. He kills the Mega Gargant, or the Man Crusher Gargant. Shalaxi murders. Just does like a whole slew of wounds on my War Stomper. I whiff all of my attacks. I did like 2-3 wounds to her, and then he has her fight again, and that's it. She murders me. She kills me, deletes me off the table. My War Stomper. So now my War Stomper's gone, and that's when things start looking. Or excuse me, no, I had 6 wounds left. Is what it was. I had 6 wounds left. So things were looking bad. And so now I'm down to 1 Man Crusher Gargant on this objective, 2 left on this objective. My turn 3. Basically, I can't do anything. I'm just trying to hold objectives. I move back with my Man Crushers on the right hand side to try to get away from people. I throw rocks at the archers and I kill all but like one of them. And then we go into the fight phase, and I keep moving my Man Crusher on the left hand side away. So the only person that's fighting me is Escalation. So at the end of my turn 3, I still hold all the objectives. And that's really kind of what help me win, was I held all the objectives, so I got another 11. So now I'm at 30 points. It's like 30 to 13 after turn 3, which is like, I mean, essentially it's over after that, right? So, and he kills my War Stomper on my turn 3. He actually, and then on his turn 4, he moves Shalaxi over to fight my my War Stomper's not dead yet. Why isn't he dead? Oh, that's right. So what I did is I actually, as a coward, I actually retreated away from Shalaxi Hellbane so I wouldn't fight on my turn. So I actually retreated the War Stomper away from Shalaxi Hellbane so I could still score that center objective for turn 3. Otherwise, I would have fought and I would have died. So I wasn't in combat with my War Stomper, and then they were still alive. And then so on his turn 4, because he won it again, he moved Shalaxi over to the 2 guys on the right hand side. Hit her Keeper of Secrets person up, and then charged in, killed my War Stomper, finished killing the guy over there on that side. Ran his Lord of Pain over to my left back objective. So at the end of his turn 4, he controlled the middle. Oh, but he wasn't able to kill my Man Crusher Gargants. And actually, I ended up killing her. So she killed one of mine, and then I ended up finishing her off wound-wise with my Man Crusher. So I actually ended up killing Shalaxi. But he held the 2 on the left-hand side and the middle, but not these 2. And then So then on my turn, I was debating on whether to run away or not, but I was like, no, I'm going to try to kill her. So on my turn, I do end up killing her. Oh, and he did summon some fiends on his left hand. So he scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait. He scored 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Yeah, so he scored 7. So he went up from 13 to 20. And then I got 2 on my round 4 because I killed him. And then on to round 5, I actually won priority. He was still alive. I moved away, tried to charge, but I was still within 6, so I got 2 more. So I ended up with 11, 11, 8. So it's 30. Was it? I thought it was 42. So it was 34. And he had 13, 20, and he would have gotten... Sorry, I got to think about it now. 30, 20, 11, 11. Yeah. And then 2, and then 2. So I only had 34. I thought I had 42. So I didn't have nearly as many as I thought. But I had 42, or 32, or 34. And then he had, like I said, 6, 6, 1, or 0. Oh, so it was 12. 6, 6, 0 was 12. And then he scored 7. 2, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. And then he would have scored, which would have given him 19. And then the most he could have got was 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he would have gotten 28. So I still would have won by 6 points. So I won by 6 points, essentially. But like I said, it was round 2 and 3 that really got me through. And it's because of monsters and counting as 10. These guys are so good. Like, it's ridiculous. And the other thing too is like, you either need like a nasty monster killer that can fight multiple times, or you need multiple units to be able to take on one of these guys. Just because of all the wounds and stuff that they do. So super excited for it. Like I said, I ended up winning this round. I actually went 4-0 in the league. I scored 8 points total for, because how it is it's 6 for a major, 4 for a minor, 2 for a draw, 1 for a major loss, minor loss, 2 for a draw, 1 for a minor loss, and then 0 for a major loss. And then it's 1 point if you were there on time, 1 point if you brought a list, 1 point if you have everything you need to play the game, and 2 points if your models are tabletop ready plus being based. And so, so my first round, I didn't bring a list because I didn't know I was supposed to bring a list, and they weren't, all of my ogres weren't ready. All of them but 1 unit was tabletop ready. So I ended up losing. I lost 3 points. So I won major victory, got 8 points there, and then all of the others I got a major victory, and everything was tabletop and everything. So, and I brought lists. So I got 11. So I got 33, 41 points total in the league. So I'm hoping, unless there's 1 or 2 people that played 1 million games, side games somehow, I'm hoping that I won. We'll see. It's not the end of the world if I didn't. Obviously, I didn't go there looking to win or to win the league. I went there to meet a bunch of people, which I did. I got this Jesse Fox that I played, a fantastic guy, hoping to get him in our Age of Sigmar gaming group. His friend just moved, who he plays Age of Sigmar with, just moved here literally last week, so hopefully we can get him into games. I met Bill's friend, Kyler. Like I said, and we're already planning on getting games with him. His wife plays, and he's trying to get his brother into playing. So I'm really hoping to be able to get a good like core group of 4 to 6 to 8 players where we can all play. Right, we bring our different armies. We're playing different people every game. Every session. So really excited for that. In that regards, 100% a success. It's just also kind of nice that I also went 4-0 against some really tough lists. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never played Slanesh before, right? So that was one. Trevor Greenland. Yeah, he was one of the guys. Fantastic guy. He hasn't played a lot of Age of Sigmar, but he plays a lot of other games. He plays 40K. He plays Magic the Gathering. So he's kind of spread thin, but super fun guy to play, and he paints his armies really well. They look really great. So like I said, met a whole bunch of new guys. Super excited. But yeah, so like I said, going 4-0 was an achievement for me against two lists that were insane. Playing that first Seraphon list where it was the ultra shooty, which the guy still plays. He played my Bill this last game, and he had 2 Bastillodons, 2 Stegodons, a Troglodon, Croak, bunch of Skinks, super nasty. So like I said, the fact that I only had to face a Bastillodon, a Star Priest, and a bunch of 20 man unit of Skinks and a Stegodon, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of stuff. So the fact that I pulled that win out was fantastic. And then also playing Kyler with his Archeon that I've never played before and was an incredibly tough fight. That was fantastic as well. Like I said, so there were some quite difficult lists. Obviously, he didn't play the optimized, bring what that other guy that lets Archeon fight twice, in which case it would have been over probably a lot quicker. But yeah, so had a bunch of fun, met a bunch of guys, went 4-0. What more can you ask for? So thanks for watching these episodes. Hopefully we'll be able to start doing some other things as well now that the league is over. And yeah, don't forget, Tabletop Ready Miniatures. We're here to help you with your miniatures. Help them get tabletop ready. You can contact us at tabletopreadyminiatures@gmail.com or visit our website, tabletopreadyminiatures.com. Thanks, and we'll see you guys next time.